The rain started just after midnight. It was light at first, barely noticeable, tapping against the street like quiet fingers. By the time the police arrived, it had turned heavier, washing the sidewalks clean and erasing whatever traces might have been left behind. By morning, the street looked normal again. Too normal. That street was Maple Row, a narrow residential road with aging houses and tired trees, the kind of place where people knew each other's routines without ever speaking. The kind of place where nothing ever happened, until it did. At 12:47 a.m., a neighbor heard a car door close. At 12:49 a.m., a porch light flicked on. At 12:52 a.m., everything went silent. No screams, no crash, no struggle. And yet, by sunrise, Emily Carter was gone. Emily Carter was 32 years old. She worked as a case coordinator at a local nonprofit, helping families displaced by domestic violence. Friends described her as calm, organized, and careful. She didn't drink much. She didn't party. She locked her doors twice before going to bed. She believed in systems, in paperwork, in safety plans. Which is why, when she failed to show up for work the next morning, people noticed immediately. Emily was never late. At 9:05 a.m., her supervisor called her phone. No answer. At 9:12 a.m., she sent a text. No reply. At 9:30 a.m., she called again, straight to voicemail. By 10 a.m., concern had already turned into fear. Emily lived alone. She had ended a relationship 6 months earlier and had been proud of her independence ever since. She told friends she finally felt in control of her life. But control, as this story will show, can be an illusion. Police entered Emily's apartment at 11:46 a.m. There were no signs of forced entry. The door was locked. The chain was not. Inside, everything was tidy. Her bed was made. Her dishes were clean. Her phone charger was plugged in. But her phone was missing. Her purse sat on the kitchen counter, wallet still inside. Keys were gone. Her coat missing. The officers noted something strange right away. Emily's shoes were lined neatly by the door, except for one pair. The boots she wore almost every day were gone. It suggested she had left willingly. But willingly to where? Her car was still parked outside. Police began knocking on doors that afternoon. Maple Row responded the way quiet streets always do, slowly, cautiously, and with uncertainty. Most neighbors said the same thing. I didn't see anything. One woman mentioned hearing footsteps late at night, but thought it was a raccoon. Another recalled seeing a dark sedan parked briefly near Emily's building, but couldn't describe it further. Then there was Thomas Hale. Thomas lived directly across the street. He was 46, divorced, worked from home as a data analyst. He told police he had been awake late, watching television. At around 12:50, he said calmly, "I saw Emily outside." This got everyone's attention. He explained that he noticed her standing near the sidewalk, talking to someone just out of view. "Did she seem upset?" an officer asked. "No," Thomas said. "Normal, relaxed, like she knew them." Knew them. That single phrase shifted the entire direction of the investigation. Emily's phone records showed something unusual. At 12:41 a.m., she received a call. The call lasted only 23 seconds. The number was blocked. The call was never reported. Emily didn't text anyone afterward. She didn't call back. She simply left. Detectives tried to determine what could convince a careful woman to step outside her apartment just before 1 a.m., without her purse, but with her coat and boots. Someone she trusted, or someone she believed she should trust. Police did what they always do. They started with Mark Delaney, Emily's ex-boyfriend. Mark was cooperative, nervous, but cooperative. He admitted the breakup had been hard, but said he hadn't seen Emily in months. He had an alibi. Security footage showed him entering his apartment building across town at 12:15 a.m. and not leaving again that night. His phone location matched his story. Mark was ruled out within days. The public didn't accept that so easily. Online forums lit up with speculation. Comment sections filled with accusations. People wanted a villain. But the real danger was quieter, closer. 3 days after Emily vanished, a junior detective reviewing body cam footage noticed something odd. When police first entered Emily's apartment, a small lamp near the couch was turned on. It wasn't bright, just enough to light the corner of the room. Why would Emily leave a lamp on if she expected to come right back? Then came another detail. The thermostat was turned down lower than usual, as if someone planned for the apartment to be empty longer than a few minutes. Emily was careful with money. She never adjusted the thermostat unnecessarily. So who did? And when? Search teams combed nearby parks, wooded areas, and abandoned buildings. Dogs tracked Emily's scent to the sidewalk in front of her building. And then, nothing. The trail stopped completely, as if she had vanished into thin air, or been guided somewhere carefully. Throughout all of this, Thomas Hale remained present. He offered coffee to officers. He checked in on Emily's co-workers. He spoke kindly about her to reporters. "She was a good person," he said on camera. "She helped people. She didn't deserve this." No one suspected him. Why would they? He was calm, logical, respectful. He never missed a detail. And that was exactly the problem. 2 weeks into the investigation, police received an anonymous email. No return address, no name, just one sentence. "You're looking for a body. You should be looking for a pattern." Attached was a file. Inside were screenshots, archived posts from an online support forum for abuse survivors. Emily's username was there, but she wasn't asking for help. She was answering questions, late at night, consistently, for months, and she wasn't the only one. The same replies appeared under different usernames. Always calm, always reassuring, always guiding people offline, toward private conversations, toward trust, toward silence, and toward something no one had noticed yet. Emily Carter did not vanish in a moment of chaos. She walked into something familiar, something designed, something patient. And while the town believed she had escaped danger long ago, the truth was far darker. The victim never escaped, because she never knew she was still trapped.